Welcome to Table Flippers Podcast. Table Flippers is an outreach of Greater Works Christian Church here in Lancaster, California. I am your host, Robert Enos, along with Chippy the Chipmunk.
If it wasn't for me, no one would listen to this show. It's all about Chippy.
Get ready to be challenged, to be confronted with truth and reality, and get ready for a revolution. It's found at Table Flippers.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
It's a great day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tuesday, May 28th. It's just, what time is it? 3:30-ish? Yeah, about that, 3:30-ish. Anyways, it's good to hear from all of you, and I am glad to be back behind my... You know, Rush Limbaugh had the golden EIB microphone, and I have a microphone that's colorful with neon light bulbs in it that goes from red to blue to green. I wish it was just gold. But anyways, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, and that's enough about the microphone that I've chosen to speak into today. I have some things that I want to talk about. I'm going to get to an article. I thought it was just kind of an interesting article. It's from Daily Wire, and it's entitled, "Leftist Boston City Councilwoman's Rhetoric is so vitriolic that it disturbs Democrat colleagues," this report says. So, that's going to be interesting. But I want to talk to you a little bit just about what's going on with President Trump and all of these court cases that are filed against him and all of this money that he's having to spend and all this time that he's spending in courtrooms fighting what, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of nonsense. Lots of nonsense. And we all know, ladies and gentlemen, unless you're a Democrat who refuses to see the truth, we all know what these lawsuits are about. These lawsuits are about trying to have President Trump fail in his second presidential bid. And the reality of it is not, because every time they drum up some kind of false accusation and false lawsuit against him and drag him into court, his numbers go up. People are sick and tired, Americans, and a lot of them are even Democrats, what we would say left-leaners, are really upset and sick and tired of watching what's going on with their party against, well, all of us, because this isn't just against Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. This is against you and I. We are really the target, because the Democrats in Washington, as my dad used to say, Washington, it's not just Trump they hate. They hate him, don't get me wrong. They hate him because he's that person that's in that, or will be, I should say, was in the position and will be again, that is going to dismantle all of their wickedness. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, even you Democrats, listen to me, Democrats, those of you who vote Democrat, listen to me, Linda. They hate all of us. We, the people of the United States of America, we are the ones standing in their way. And even, yes, you Democrats that vote for them. Because if they were to just stand up and say what they're really about, or start really going after full force what they really want, even you Democrats would say, wait, that's not what we signed up for. You Democrats, all of us, all Americans, listen, we have been fooled by the Democrat Party. Now, please, before anybody starts, well, what about the Republicans? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a suspicion, if you will, about all politicians and all political candidates and political parties. I am completely done with the Democrats. Other than talking about them and pointing to their wickedness, I would never vote Democrat, to be honest with you. Because even if you can prove to me that there's this pro-life Democrat, he's still tied to a pro-murder party. So it kind of cancels it out. There are still some really good Republicans. Awesome Republicans. Some. There's a lot of rhinos as well. Republicans in name only, who are truly Democrats or left-leaner liberals with a Republican name. And, well, that's just the nature of politics in general. So the reality of it is, for me, if it says D for Democrat, automatic no. If it says R for Republican, I'm looking into them to find out what they're really about. Are they just Democrats with a Republican sweater, or are they true dyed-in-the-wool Republicans? God first, saving babies in and outside of the womb, traditional marriage, those types of Republicans, low taxes, all of that. So anyways, all of this nonsense with what that's going on with President Trump, this should concern each and every one of us as Americans, all of us, regardless of who you have voted for. This should concern you, because if they can do this to Donald J. Trump, all right, an ex-president, soon to be our next president, they certainly can do it with you and I. And what is the big difference is? Donald Trump is a billionaire. He has the money to fight this. Most of us listening to this podcast do not. We'd be spending time in jail. And the reality of it is, he has the means, again, the finances, to do the research needed to find the truth, to get to the truth, not just say, I know the truth, but to prove it. The resources that most of us do not have. And we've seen this over and over and over again, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen this, and we're watching it with Donald J. Trump, president, soon to be president, Donald J. Trump. And if they're going to come after him, at some point they're going to come after you. They're trying desperately, the left is trying desperately to remove all obstacles to finally get to the American people, to put them in their place, to put all of us in our place so they can do what they want to do. They're destroying the economy. Why? So they can recreate the economy in their image. They're trying to destroy morality in this country. Why? So they can recreate a pseudo-morality in their image. They're trying to destroy people like Donald J. Trump, who stands up, whether you like him or not, or agree with his tactics or not. He is in their way, big time. And so they're trying to destroy him. Why? So they can create even the political system in their image. They're trying to destroy the Constitution of the United States with our Bill of Rights, we the people. They're trying to destroy everything that makes America what America has been, so that they can create America in their image. And trust me on this, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me on this. It's being exposed more and more and more and more. And unfortunately, so many people are just not paying attention. So all of these goofy lawsuits, court battles, accusations, it's like the little boy that cried wolf. Even the Democrats are beginning to get tired of it. Even the Democrats are getting tired of it, because like the little boy that cried wolf, I think most of you remember that story. He would go down, he would cry wolf, it's a wolf, it's a wolf. And all the townspeople would come down running with their shotguns and axes and spears and bows and arrows to try to protect the sheep and the farm animals and the people from the crazed wolves coming. And when they got down there and said, where? He would just start laughing, because he just played a joke on all the townspeople. Well, he would do that day after day after day after day. So often he did that when there finally was a wolf and he started crying wolf, because he really did see a wolf. This time, the people didn't take it seriously. The people didn't come running. They didn't come to protect him or his sheep or the farm animals or the people. And he got devoured, because why? He was just crying, as they said, crying wolf. And then when a wolf really did show up, there really was a problem. There really was an issue. Nobody wanted to listen to him. And that's what the Democrats are becoming. Even the Democrats are not even wanting to listen to the Democrats anymore. Even the Democrats. When I say the Democrats, the Democrat voter, those in the streets, those in the home, those working jobs, well, those who are not trying to work their jobs or whatever they're doing, they are looking for JFK. That's why they're even, much of the Democrat Party, not all, but much of the Democrat Party is looking at this new Kennedy. They're looking at this new Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I believe he's a junior. Yeah, there he is. He's a junior. Anyways, they're looking at this new Kennedy and hoping and praying that he could be like John F. Kennedy, restore the party back to its Democrat roots of, when was that? The 60s, I guess. But nonetheless, doesn't matter, of that era, and reestablish what they feel is the true Democrat Party. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the sad truth about this. What we're seeing now in the Democrat Party, with all of its weird fringe ideals and ideas, that is the Democrat Party and always has been. They always have embraced the fringe weird stuff in the hopes of taking the fringe weird people and making them voters. And they're always trying to grab hold of these groups. And what's really got the Republican Party in a lot of trouble in some ways, and what I mean by that, when I don't mean trouble like legally, but just is the Democrats, they look at each group, whether it be the LGBT group. Oh, yeah, we're pro-LGBT. Yeah, come on. I'm going to dye my hair pink and get 15. I'm going to bark like a dog with 15 earrings in my nose. That type of nonsense. They'll embrace that. Oh, illegal immigration. Well, that's not nice to call you illegal. How about just a migrant? You're a migrant worker. Of course, you're here illegally, but we want to make you a voter in our country. And please vote Democrat. So they embrace these different groups where the Republicans, one of the problems that they've had, and I'm going to call it a problem, is that they just look at everybody in America as Americans. And they're not, I'm sorry, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Republican. And I'm going to say something about the Republican Party as a whole that embarrasses me. Are you hearing me? Especially you Republican leaders out there. Love you, but you've got to get the message out. And you've got to say it, show it in such a way that people will listen. One of the things that Democrats are great at is getting their message out. Now, don't get me wrong. They'll lie about their message. They'll deceive people. But at the very least, they're meeting people right where they're at. And unfortunately, the Republican Party message is for everybody. And it works. The true Republican message is true conservatism. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get it out. Is true conservatism, and it works every time, and it brings every person that gets involved in it to a higher standard and to a higher place of living. The Democrat liberal message brings everybody down to an equal plane, but lower. So it's the lowest common denominator, where the Republican message chooses and fixes its gaze on the highest common denominator, if you will, and brings everybody up to that, to the higher standard. Okay? So it's like this. Watch this. It's like this. Okay? Here's the difference. Let's talk about just economics. The Democrats, the liberals, will look at the poor in our country and look at them and point them out and say, look at them. They're poor. They're poor. And this is disgusting in America that person is poor. Well, this person over here has plenty to eat. This poor person doesn't have enough to eat. This person over here drives a nice car. This poor person can't even afford a car. This person over here has a 10-room home with 10 rooms. This poor person over here can only afford a 2-bedroom apartment, and there's 10 people living in it. This is unfair. We need to make it equal. You guys have heard that a lot. Equality. So instead of showing the poor people how to live, what to do with their money, how to invest, how to work, how to start businesses so that they can eventually achieve what the more wealthy person has, they want to take from the wealthy person, keep a bunch of it themselves, and then distribute the rest among the poor, thus bringing the wealthy person down into poverty. So there's equality, but equality on the lowest level. Where the Republicans come along, same basic scenario. There's the poor person over there, barely making it in life, if they're making it at all. There's a more wealthy person over here, enjoying vacations to the Bahamas. And the Republicans look at that poor person and say, listen, we want to help you, give you and teach you the resources to get what he has. Only you have to work for it. We can teach you. We'll help you. We'll create a plan for you. We'll level the playing field. Okay, that's true equality, ladies and gentlemen. A level playing field for everybody to get out there and achieve what they want to achieve. That's conservatism. That's capitalism. But a lot of people don't like that because a lot of people just want the easy way out. No, take it from that wealthy person and give it to me. I don't want to work for it. And the Republican, the conservative, is looking at the people that are in need and saying, listen, we want to help you, but we're not just going to give you a fish. We want to teach you to fish. We want to teach you and give you the resources needed to get where he's at. We're not going to take it away from him to give it to you, but we're going to level the playing field so you have equal opportunity to get what he has. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So anyways, looking at all of this, and that's why I say liberalism is just wicked. The Democrat Party is just wicked. They don't like you. It doesn't matter if you vote for them or not. They hate you. You're in their way. And what do they want? They want a total dictatorship. You know, it's so funny. President Trump was called a dictator, fascist, tyrant, and yet his policies did the exact opposite. It brought more people up out of poverty. And to the Democrat, that's a dictator. That's a tyrant. That's a fascist. That everybody's winning? Oh my gosh, we can't have that. We need to bring those rich people down instead of bringing poor people up. Let's bring the rich people down. And really, ladies and gentlemen, if you know your history and you do your research, you find out that's what dictators do. That's what tyrants do. That's what fascists do. So the Democrat Party is the party of fascism. And the quicker you accept that, the better off you'll be. So anyways, let me get to my article that I want to read to you. I just found this interesting. Again, this is Daily Wire. This was published May 24th. That's 4 days ago of 2024. Hank Berrien, Berrien, Berrien was the writer of this. And again, the title, Leftist Boston City Councilwoman Rhetoric is so vitriolic that it disturbs Democrat colleagues in a report. This report says, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of laughing at this because when a Democrat can say or do something that angers or frightens other Democrats, there's something really strange going on. So this article I'm going to read to you this woman is either talking morality, quoting scripture, and talking about Jesus because the Democrats hate that, or she is so over the top, wicked, evil, perverse, that even the Democrats are going, whoa, 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 you even went too far for us. Keep in mind, it's the Democrats, these same Democrats, that will murder a baby even after the baby has been born. At the 9th month, you still have that last minute in many Democrats' minds to murder that child if you don't want to keep that child. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Democrat policy. This is also the party that's into pedophilia. I'm not even going to get in there, but having cross-dressers and trans men in dresses, men dancing sexually and provocatively for little children, and they think that's okay. So, knowing that it's the party, that the Democrat Party is the party of perversion and wickedness, what could this councilwoman say that even the Democrats find her disturbing? So let's read and find out. It says, a member of the Boston City Council who describes herself as the first formerly undocumented African-born immigrant and first Muslim elected in the city of Boston has reportedly upset her leftist colleagues because of her vehement rhetoric, a source said, according to Fox News. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. There's some words that just twist my tongue. Vehement rhetoric. A Boston City Hall employee told Fox News Digital that the city council meetings featuring Councilwoman Tanya Fernandez Anderson are filled with swearing, yelling, and screaming, as well as calls to create a revolution to combat systemic racism. Oh, here we go again with the systemic racism. And yet, ladies and gentlemen, who is the racist in this story? Well, it won't be hard to figure out when you hear what this woman says. Oh, and by the way, she says that she is the first formerly undocumented African-born immigrant and first Muslim elected in the city of Boston, and those are in quotation marks. So I doubt that she's upsetting her colleagues by reading scriptures from the Bible, quoting Jesus, or talking morality. So this woman's wickedness is so far out there that even the Democrats are like, whoa, 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 that's too far for us. And if it's too far for a Democrat, you know it's bad. It's already bad if it's a Democrat. You know it's really bad if they're going, whoa, 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 that's too far for us. Anyway, so she wants to combat systemic racism. I don't know. I think you should start with yourself. Miss, what's your name? Tanya Fernandez Anderson. Maybe you should start with yourself. If you want to end racism, start with yourself. Anyways, let me read on. I can't even call you cowards because desperation deserves mercy. Your votes here sometimes are racist. I am here to represent every black woman and man in the community. What the, forgive me for this, ladies and gentlemen, F do I have to do in this effing council to get respect as a black woman? Fernandez Anderson yelled during a meeting in August 2023, the outlet noticed. Well, let me just give you some advice. I doubt that you'll take it because it doesn't sound like you're a level-headed human being using that kind of language at all, but especially in a city council meeting. What do you have to do to get respect as a black woman? Well, let me just tell you what you could do to get respect just as a woman. I don't know why race is involved in this at all. How about number one, you stop yelling, stop screaming, stop throwing out the racist comments and then blaming other people for being racist, and stop with the foul language. That is disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. When people curse and swear and use foul language, what it shows is a lack of intelligence, that a person does not know how to articulate their message, their feelings, what they want to convey in a manner worthy of listening to, or that will get the point across. So they just lower themselves to yelling, screaming, and swearing. And apparently this woman is doing that. So, Miss Fernandez Anderson, chill. Just chill out. Quit swearing. Quit yelling. And I don't know, go get a real world education so you know how to articulate yourself so people not will only understand you, but want to hear you and understand you. Let me go on. She has also said we should dismantle the white backdrop in America and we should restructure it so that it's welcoming, according to Fox News. Now, this is, when I say funny, I don't mean ha-ha. This is so over the top, ridiculous, and stupid, this woman is. I don't know if you caught on, okay, but she said in the first portion of this article, she says that she describes herself, and this is in quotes, the first formally undocumented African-born immigrant and first Muslim elected to the city of Boston. She's an elected official, ladies and gentlemen, that has her origins in Africa. Okay? Now she's screaming, what do I have to do to get some blank effing respect as a black woman? You got voted in. You got enough votes. You are in there. That's called respect, lady. Oy. And now she wants to these are her own words, restructure, this white backdrop in America. She wants to restructure it so that it's more welcoming. Well, if it's not welcoming, how did you get here? If you weren't welcome in America, how did you get in? Why are you here? If all of us whitewashed people are so mean and so cruel and so systemically racist against people like you, and we show you no respect, why are you here? How did you get here in the first place? Could it be that for some reason you just got a foolish chip on your shoulder and America is actually welcoming because we welcomed you? That you actually do have respect because you got voted into office. And maybe people are starting to lose their respect for you because of your foul mouth, your screaming, your disrespect to the nation that welcomed you in and the people of your city that voted for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman needs, she needs to be taken, what do they call that? Given some etiquette lesson, life lessons, maybe how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. I knew somebody that married a rather wealthy person, a person that not just because they had wealth, but because of their position was a very important, like CEO of a company that had to deal with very important people in that business world. So she did not come out of that world. She wasn't born into that world. So that was all somewhat foreign to her. So she took it upon herself to go learn the etiquette, to go to school, to learn how to literally a school on that, how to walk, how to talk, how to dress, how to set a table, how to speak, how to be gracious. In other words, how to win people's hearts in a manner that is showing self-respect, thus earning the other person's respect. See, this woman doesn't respect herself. If she's using that kind of language, she has no self-respect. So why would anybody else want to show her respect? Anyways, this article goes on to say, and this is another quote from Fernandez Anderson, "Don't come to me because if you want smoke, you'll get smoke. I'm not afraid of any of you," Fernandez Anderson said in March 2024 meeting. "It's a threat. I feel like it's a threat," the source told Fox News. "People are intimidated by her, and that intimidation does work," the source claimed, adding that city council members capitulate because no one wants to disagree with Tanya because she's unpredictable. The last thing someone wants is to be labeled as a racist in this city. Anyways, I know Boston is a very blue city, very Democrat controlled. So basically what this is don't let people are intimidated. No, Democrats are intimidated by her, and they don't want to be labeled racist. And it's going to happen anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody that stands up to any liberal, even another liberal, is going to be labeled racist. Just jump in and do it. Just jump in and do it. Let them call you whatever name they want to, but let your actions prove otherwise. Anyways, let me go on. Within days of the October 7 Hamas massacre of more than 1,200 Israelis, Fernandez Anderson offered a resolution that called the massacre a massive military operation, called Hamas a militant group, and accused Israel of war crimes. So Hamas comes into Israel illegally, breaks in illegally, murders 1,200 people, unprovoked, by the way. These were women, children, men, just chilling, just living their life, little kids, still some of them in their bassinets and in their in diapers, eating baby food, and Hamas comes in there and murders 1,200 Israelis, and this woman has the nerve to call it a massive military operation. Anyways, let me go on. And then say that Israel accuses Israel of war crimes. The Boston Herald reported Fernandez Anderson also reportedly called Israelis political animals. Political animals. What's a political animal? Is that like a puppy that votes? I don't know. Maybe she should be careful of that because she's in politics. Anyways, in October 2022, Fernandez Anderson was harshly criticized for suggesting that the birthday of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old Kurdish Iranian woman who was accused of not properly covering her hair and was taken into custody by Iran's morality police, dying 3 days later, be named Boston's official hijab day. One Twitter user responded, "I can't believe you dare to use Mahsa Amini's name to promote your agenda. How dare you? She was murdered because she didn't have a proper hijab. Hijab. I think that's how you say it. Hijab is not an expression of free choice. So respectively, consider your own birthday as Boston Hijab Day." Why do we even want a Boston or any other day or a hijab day anywhere in America? That's weird. Anyways, just after Fernandez Anderson was elected to the Boston City Council in November 2021, she hired her sister and son to paid positions on her city council staff. She later admitted to violating the conflict of interest law. She also initially refused to swear the oath in which elected officials pledged their allegiance to the United States. She later had to redo the oath. She called criticism of her behavior anti-immigrant racist vitriol. So she gets elected by the people. By the way, you Bostonians out there, that any one of you that voted for this woman, you guys are idiots. Here's your sign. I'm sorry, but come on. This lady showed who she was before she was elected in. Let's face it. You all made such a stupid mistake. It's like, what next? You're going to vote for Biden? Come on. Anyways, so she gets voted in with a majority of the votes for that position. She refuses, ladies and gentlemen, to swear an oath for her elected position because of the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. And those who criticized her, she called anti-immigrant racist vitriol. Well, that would be me then, ladies and gentlemen, and I wear that with pride. I just might have that put on a t-shirt and wear it. Anti-immigrant racist vitriol. And it's so stupid. If the people there in Boston were anti-immigrant, if they were racist, they would never have voted her into office. This woman is so unappreciative of what America has given her, her home. She's so unappreciative of the people of Boston, the people that voted for her and put her into office. She is so unappreciative. This woman is vile, disrespectful, dishonoring. She does not belong. She does not belong in that position at all. Boston, I say you should recall this woman. I don't care if she calls you anti-immigrant racist vitriol. Wear it with pride and get her out of there. She's destroying your city and making you all look like fools. Anyways, the last 3 lines of this says, Fernandez Anderson also supervised a city council budget proposal cutting roughly $1 million in funding for police and veterans that was rejected by Boston's Democratic mayor. So see, even this Democrat mayor realizes this woman is whack. It's like crack. It's whack. This woman is like crack. She's whack. I'm just having fun with that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, she's got some issues. She's not an American. She doesn't appreciate this nation. She doesn't appreciate what this nation has given her, what you have given her, Boston, what your voters have given her. She doesn't appreciate you. That's why I say, for the most part, I'm not going to say 100% every Democrat in position, but the Democrat Party, for the most part as a whole, hates you and I. And this woman is part of that. This woman is part of that. And when a Democrat mayor is looking at her going, you're nuts, and strikes down the things that she wants to push, you know this woman is bad. So, anyways, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's an interesting time that we live in. Things are being manifest and exposed, and you've got to just believe what's right before your eyes. You don't have to believe me. You turn this on? Yeah. Argue at me. Throw things at your stereo, your radio, whatever you're listening to, your phone, your computer, whatever you're listening to me on. You can throw things at it. You can throw it across the room. But don't deny what's right in front of you. Don't deny what this woman is doing and what this woman is saying. This is who she really is, Boston and United States. And we have some people like that at the federal level as well. Believe who they are. And who cares if it's a Democrat or Republican? Because I'll be honest with you. When I come across a Republican or somebody who claims to be conservative and acts this crazy, I want them out faster than I want the Democrat. Because to me, they're the ultimate traitors. Not only are they traitors of the United States as a whole, but they're a traitor of what they claim they believe. They're being traitors against their own party. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's not worse. No, but when you compile them together, it is worse. See, it's hard to be a traitor to the Democrat Party as a Democrat because they just grab hold of any weird, wacky thing in the hope that it leads to a vote. You can't be a traitor of the Democrat Party except to be a God-fearing Republican. I mean, that's the only way you could be a traitor to the Democrat Party. Be weird, be wacko, dress any way you want, act any way you want, sleep with whatever or whoever you want. They don't care. But suddenly you quote Jesus, you quote Bible, you live for God. Oh, they say love is love. You can love whoever you want. I love Jesus. Well, except for him. Come on. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's an interesting day. It's a great day to be alive, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Great things are happening. Things are being manifest. What I am saying is just believe what you see. When they say it, believe what you hear and let your conscience be the guide. But some people, none of my listeners, of course, none of my listeners, but there is no conscience left in the Democrat Party. I'm sorry. There isn't. So what do? Go and register as a Republican, and anything that has that little R next to it, you're voting for something that's better than anything with a D next to it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a fantastic day. I hope to be here very soon with all of you again. God bless you all. Thank you for joining us at Table Flippers. Please email me at gwccrobert@gmail.com, gwccrobert@gmail.com. Now go out and have a table flipping day.
Oh, brother, how cheesy.
Should I have said have a chipalicious day?
Chipalicious? Now you're talking.
Say goodbye, Chippy.
Say goodbye.